Alright, this is an RCM guide for tier 4 Voidglooms to carry them. You are not killing them, you are carrying them because it makes money. You can join discords, makes a lot of money. The setup is very expensive, but if you have a Hyperion, you should consider doing it. I only have Ender Slayer 6, you can do Ender Slayer 7 if you struggle, but this setup should get you to sub 60-second boss kills. So I'm working on some Maxer boots, it was just Storm and Wither goggles. They can just have Wisdom or be just fully mage with a Loving Storm's chestplate. Then I have an Overflux Power Orb. You can use, I think they're called mana thingies. What are they called? Here we go. Mana disintegrators on your Overflux to reduce the amount of mana cost, which will heavily increase your spawn time. Kill time. Then we have a Reaper Scythe. You want a Reaper Scythe because it's a lot quicker than the Summoning Ring. And you can get Master Mode tank zombies in there. Then you want a Fire Veil one, preferably with Elite if you want. I'm not sure if it actually works. And you can 1-star as well for a 15% damage boost. A Gloomlock Grimoire if you have mana problems. And that should... Oh yeah. And very important, do you have a Juju shortbow or an explosive bow? Either works, or a Term if you're really rich. And have Twilight Arrow Poison, because that increases damage taken by 10%. See, I do 2.5 when I would normally only do 2.3. As I said again, this is an incredibly expensive money-making method, as it requires a epic Ender Dragon, which is around 400-350 mil. Depends. If it's Diana, they go down because people love to grind dragons. It's also recommended to get. You can craft yourself a glowstone gauntlet with mana regen, incredibly cheap. It's amazing. Okay, here we have a boss. So we simply take them with us. While you take them, you can hit them with a Juju shortbow with arrow poison, and you place it on your overflux. We're going to be using that as a time measure. And then if our summons decide to not glitch out, this happens sometimes, it is normal, we just kind of ignore it. Especially this, when boss gets stuck behind an obsidian pillar. This doesn't happen normally. And then I'll just guide you through an entire boss. Then once it's hit phase again, you can move them. If you hit them, you will have aggro, which is not good, so you just take out your summons. They will then take aggro from you, and then you will not take damage. Because if you take damage, you die. That's the entire point, because you're carrying. So here you take the Fire Veil, and then just spam, there's a bit of server lag there. You can hit it with Juju, take out your summons. This is taking a bit longer, since my summons were glitching out a bit. But it is incredibly quick. You can get around 60-second boss kills with this. You can even increase it if you... I don't know if Crimson still works, but if you get a good Crimson. And that was about 60 seconds, a bit longer if your summons were to cooperate. But I haven't run out of mana. I would also recommend to use a Soul Flow battery and a Pocket Espresso machine to have on of all times, because they're very useful. That was mentioned as well, is for the carry spots. You either want your carry to stand, the person you're carrying to stand on this block at the top of Sepultura. There's a block here as well, but sometimes it glitches. Both of those blocks are gone. This spot is also viable. And if your carry cannot kill these voidlings consistently, there's also a spot in Bruises, which I'm going to show you, which is right down here. So just right down off this glitch, it is best on this block here, and the person you're carrying will need a Mithril coat to look at heads, which is recommended to use Sky Tills, and have something like a healing wand or a Florid Zombie Sword.